All right, guys, so we're going to set up your Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook bio. This is going to optimize your bio. So whenever somebody goes to your page, they will know who you are, what you do, and if you can help them or not. So the first thing you want to do is optimize your bio by putting your name of what you do at the top of the page. So it's, what is your business? Are you a copywriter? Are you a marketer? Do you do roofs? Do you do? Are you a call in or out, inbound, outbound? Are you a receptionist? That's at the very top of your page, and then beside of your page, you put your name, and it will have pretty much what you want to go by. And then at the bottom for your bio. Now a lot of people are, searching up and asking about, what do I put in my bio? Well, you put who you help. So I help blank obtain blank results by blank. Okay. And I'll have a picture added into this video. So it's, I help house moms or busy wives or busy dads, or I help customers obtain more leads in 90 days. That's basically, it's simple. It's how to, or I help, just start with I help blank obtain blank with blank. So a lot of people like to use a time frame. A lot of people see that. If it's a short time frame, the better, because people like fast results. If you can give your results within 90 days, 2 months, or 3 months, that sounds, it, as long as it doesn't sound scammy, as long as you're not trying to pitch them too hard, it's just give them enough to understand what you do, how you can help them, and basically what results are they going to get whenever they work with you. Okay, at the very bottom of your bio, you're going to have links, and these are placements for your forms, your videos, your whatever you want the person to go to whenever they say, or they watch your content and they get trust. They feel like they can trust you. They feel like, whatever their problem is, you can help them with that. And now this is very important. I want to add this in here because I see a lot of people, they make content, but it's not aligned. And I was doing this when I first started. So I'm like hands-on, I was very bad at this. Whatever my bio said, I would make content not around my niche. So it wouldn't be aligned with my niche. That's why if you go to my YouTube page or this page that you're on, a lot of the content whenever I first started was like throwing spaghetti up on a wall. It was not aligned with your niche. And the algorithm, whenever you do that, cannot get the visitors that you or the clients or the people that you're trying to target for your product or for your service. They don't know who to show your videos to. So if you don't have proper tags around your niche, underneath your video and your description. Now your bio needs to be like the description of your whatever your profile. The bio is about what your profile is going to be about, your niche. It's going to show who you help, who is your ICP, your customer, your dream customer, and your bio needs to be optimized like a funnel. Now, a lot of people, they don't do this and they just throw content and they're just wondering why isn't my profile converting people, or why isn't my content converting people, or why don't I get more followers? It's not about the views. A lot of people are about views, likes. It's about conversion. It's about can your content at the very bottom, you need to have, it's like a funnel. Okay, at the very top is awareness. At the very bottom, in the middle is trust. So you're wanting to build awareness, who you are, trust. You can depend on me, you can listen to me, I know what I'm talking about, type thing. If you want to go anywhere else, you can, but you're going to get the most value. That's where all the value and the trust is building. So they know they can listen to you, and you're going to tell them something that's going to give them advice or get them from A to B or get them started. And that's going to warm your lead up. So if you're not aware of leads, I have another video down there of what a lead is. You have cold leads, cold audience. They need to gain awareness of who you are and what you do. That's what your bio's for. Then they move through the pipeline to warm lead. So they know who you are, but now they need to know what you do to help them. How can you help them? Can they trust you? If they give you money in return for whatever your service is, can they get the result that you promise? So that's very important. And then at the end of the funnel is the conversion. So they're converting from a lead to a client, and that's typically what the bio does. So at the very end of the bio where the links are, you can book appointments. You can go to their sales page. You can go to, a web page builder, okay, and then build your page out, your sales page, or system.io. It's completely free. You build out your funnel, your web page, you build out your sales page, your checkout page, and then you can just put whatever your product is in there, and then you can link that with Stripe, PayPal, getting the money in your account. That is basically how you optimize your profile. Let me go over this again. The very top of your profile, you're going to have the name of what you do, what your service is, what your business is called. And in Instagram, there's a name beside your name or beside your picture. And that's another thing. Your picture needs to be a headshot. It doesn't need to be an animal. It doesn't need to be some weird photo. It needs to be a very professional headshot or of your face. So it needs to have your face so they can know who you are. It needs to be very clear and very friendly, so they know that you're a friendly person to work with, that you're not going to just, you don't need to have a hood over your face, or you don't need to be like like people use, like dogs, cats, just different things, and then they wonder why they're not converting. It's because nobody knows if you're a real person or not. There's a lot of profiles that don't have real faces attached to their profile, and you don't know if they're scammers. You don't know if they're people, somebody could be from a different country and they have a fake photo on there. You don't know. So before you give your money out, understand who the person is, what they can help you with, what they do. Are they legit? That's why a lot of these platforms want the check mark. And if you make content and show value and build your audience around that value, and they can trust you, you don't have to spend $12 for the check, but it helps. I'm not going to say not do it. It helps. And also, with people with check marks, they have perks. So you can reach out to people, comment more on people. They can throw your profile in front of more people, because it's a way of saying this person is legit. They are honest. They are who they say they are. They're not a robot. They're not. And I hope this video helps you create your bio.